Hello, my name is Sibyl Harmony, and this is a video about healing and protection with Archangel Michael. So, first, a little bit about me. As a child, I was seeing spirits and receiving messages. I was outside in nature. I received messages and saw the nature spirits. I received messages from what I called back then the sun, which I believe was a version of Creator Source. So Archangel Michael works with Source, Creator. It is thought to be that he is his right hand man and connected with the sun. So for healers and psychics like me, it's really common for us to have some kind of connection when we are younger. So I did hear the sun speak to me as a child. And later on through life, I studied under teachers who taught about Archangel Michael. And so I learned to do healings with him. I work with him all the time. He oversees all my classes, my sessions. And we are living now in the time of Archangel Michael. So let's talk about Archangel Michael and who the angels are. In my classes, I'll be talking about different angels, ascended masters, and how to do healings with them, how to receive guidance from them. So we'll be doing hands-on in my Zoom class. I'll be showing you the techniques, the Archangel Michael vacuuming, the cutting of the cords that can bring your vitality, your health, open up your abilities, and you can develop a better working relationship with the archangels and ascended masters. But back to Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael, for me, I typically see vibrating in a purple like this with kind of gold sparkles. It's not thick and dense like this. It feels like it's a very light, high vibration. Angels have very kind of more sparkly, like this pendant I'm wearing. They have very high vibrational energy. Angels love humans and they are here to help them, but they have never been human. Okay. Angels are not connected to religion, although many people associate Archangel Michael with Catholicism, but he was actually here much before that. So our history doesn't really explain um, all of who we are and why we are here. Goes back maybe about 10,000 years. Humans have been coming here and been here on Earth for hundreds and thousands of years, but we took an evolutionary jump. Let me back up. So there was Cro-Magnon, there was Neanderthal, there were different types of humanoids here. And there are still some Neanderthals here. You might have heard of some. No, really, there are some that are descendants from the Neanderthals. But our history books don't explain that. We only have a tiny bit of a fraction of who we really are, because if they changed it and found out, scientists, and this is corroborated by scientists, that if they told us who we really were, they'd have to change all the history books. They'd have to admit they were wrong. Everything would be different. But now the truth is coming out. Now that we are entering in new ages of consciousness and awareness, truth is coming out. So these aren't wild conspiracy theories. They're actual settlements in the earth they have found. Gobekli Temple and other settlements in South America and the pyramids. They don't really know how old they are, or some have been dated back to hundreds of thousands of years. So by some accounts, some scientists say we've been here at least 200,000 years, the humans that we are now, which are actually a hybrid of angels, humans, and other beings that we're mixed with. Okay. So that's just wait a minute now. I know that sounds like, wow, that's okay. Yeah. So a lot of what we've been told about who we are and what we're doing here is been kept secret from us. It's been hidden. Maybe secret societies or, learned spiritualists, yogis, or the Christos, which is a group of older beings that have been here for a long time. Now, some of them have been in human bodies, saints, ascended masters, gurus. And so some of them have known this, but it's been secret knowledge. And now it's coming out that the truth about angels and the guides that are here and who we are, and many of us are incarnated angels or incarnated ascended. They used to call it masters. I don't think that's politically correct anymore. So I'm not sure what to call that now. We'll just call ascended or old souls. We'll say it like that. Or souls that are incarnated from the elemental realms, or souls that are here from other star systems. Okay. So the star systems that came here a couple 100,000 years ago are mostly Palladian. They were said to have lived in Lemuria. And then during the time of Atlantis is where the most prominent angels came here. Archangels are beings that are highly evolved and here specifically watching over to help humans on Earth. So there are many realms of angels. Angels have never been human, if I didn't say that already, but I'm channeling. Angels have never been human, but they are here to help the humans. So the seraphims and the virtues are higher realms of angels, and they are other realms. So they are working more in galactic or other constructs, other realms, other dimensions. But the archangels are specifically here assisting humans. And the time before this that we're in now was the time of Archangel Gabriel. Now we are in the time of Archangel Michael. No surprise that, we have wars, we have people are not feeling safe, and Archangel Michael can specifically help you with those things. He also helps people with life career. So I've worked with a lot of people over the years, and still do, who are wanting to leave their job or find a job that they want, their life purpose. And so I also have classes coming up about teaching about life purpose, and they're all on my website, Sibyl Harmony. At Sibyl Harmony is my YouTube channel, but Sibyl Harmony would be my website if you want to look at those. Okay, so the Archangel Michael was here in the time of Atlantis. There are pyramids with hieroglyphs that say if you could summon an archangel, your life would profoundly change. And so now we can summon an archangel. So specifically how you summon Archangel Michael might be just like, help me out, help me. And so we'll be doing in my classes Archangel Michael vacuuming, which is a healing and cord cutting. So he specifically works with clearing fears, like I said, helping with life purpose. And he has been known to appear in physical form on this planet. So there's a story once of a lady at an airport. She had her purse was lost or gone. She didn't have her wallet or her ID. And she was there with her children, and she's trying to buy tickets to come back to the States. And she went up to the ticket teller and said, look, I don't have any ID. And now, this was before all the strict laws that are now, but she said, I don't have any money. And this was back probably in the 80s. I don't know how I'm going to get home. And a man stepped up behind her and said, let me help you. And he bought the tickets. And when she turned around to thank him, he was gone. That's an angel. Okay. Archangel Michael, quite possibly. So Archangel Michael has to do with anyone who's coming to the rescue. He, like if a car is on a person or a child might be injured by a car, he's known to step in front of the car or help that person have superhuman strength and lift the car off. So call on him. If I'm ever feeling lost in a dark neighborhood or can't find my way or I'm feeling unsafe or I hear a noise at night, I call on Archangel Michael. I have stories where it's worked for me. And Archangel Michael can show up as a physical form. He can show up as something in your mind's eye, like you visualize. And he also can show up as purple or gold, purple and gold sparkles of light, because he's really an energy being. Okay. Although he manifests in ways that we can see him. So I would see him at night when I was driving, is I'd call him in and I'd see this sparkling light flying out in front of me, guiding me and protecting me. So it really does work. And once I had, I was dating this guy and he wasn't a good guy. My guides told me, stop this. And so I did. Actually, I got messages before that and I didn't. I used to not listen. I listen now. But so when it was time to, like, I know I really need to break up with this guy, I had to get a restraining order and I was afraid. I put in alarms around the house. And when all that stopped, when I called in Archangel Michael to come around and protect my home, I've called him in around other people who have said they've seen him. That's happened. Other people just feel like supported and protected. You might hear him as a ringing in your ear. That's one way they connect. You might feel a warmth. You might feel like you're being guided. He particularly connects to the fifth chakra. For me, that's how he connects. And so, yeah, if you're ever afraid or alone, you can call on him and he will protect you. I'll show you some pictures of Archangel Michael. They show up how they would be with you would most recognize them. And the angels will work, and Archangel Michael will work in tandem with your own personal guides and other ascended masters and angels. So here's one picture I have for him. And so that there he is. So I have, this picture reminds me of a knight. So I have had past lives where I remember being a Knights Templar. And so Archangel Michael has to do with anybody who is coming to the rescue. So police, military, firefighters, or even with me, like I was saying, like, why are you, I mean, in 2004, I did an angel therapy practitioner course, and that's why I teach it now. But I was feeling like, why are you working with me, Michael? I don't know, because I would always see the purple flash of light. I'm like, was it just because I called you? Yes. So in this life, you can call him in and develop a working relationship with him. Okay. So, but in past lives, I've also, like, the lifetime of Knights Templar. And so that in that lifetime, I was very much connected with him. So he is the leader of the way of the Christ energy or the Christos energy. So he is connected with, you would say, Jesus, or Yeshua, what I call Yeshua. And so they work in tandem as well. And so I also realized, and when I was lying in bed this morning, he told me to get up and do this video, and I was like, okay, but I still question sometimes, like, why are you around me? Because I'm connected to the Pleiadians, which are the blue rays that are connected to the throat chakra, that were here. And hi, there he is. in Lemuria. Now, the Pleiadians are different from Archangel Michael because Archangel Michael is from planet Sirius. That's where the archangels are from. And so, but he works with the Pleiadians. And, but I also felt like, why are you around me? Like, what did I do to deserve, because sometimes we feel like we're not worthy or we have to be perfect. We have to be amazing to deserve their love and their help because they do love us and they are here assisting us. But no, you don't need to. Certainly, they would never help you hurt anyone or yourself, but they will assist you if you call and by simply saying, help me out, Michael. Help me out, Archangel Michael. And so I used to sing that song. That's my song for him, that old song, Michael, Row the Boat Ashore. So in times in my life when I've had hard times, I have sung that song and I've called him in. Now I call him in all the time. Like I said, he always watches over my sessions and my healing and my life. And so I asked him, like, why me? Why would you be with me? And he reminded me of my past lifetime as a Templar. So when the Templars first started, they were helping pilgrims. They were like the bankers. They were helping people to travel safely and not get robbed. And so he was coming to the rescue and working with the Christ energy. So that's one reason. And then he reminded me of times in my life and kind of like I do that now. So many of us have had past lives as warriors. You may have had a past life as a warrior or a protector or someone coming to the rescue or in the military. So when I see him come around, I know that person has had those kind of lifetimes. Or he also comes around when there's a lower energy, a fear energy that needs to be cleared out. And so he'll do that. Okay. When we need a heavy lift, that's when Archangel Michael will come in because he's big, he's muscly, he has a sword of light, and he's like the bouncer angel. He will get rid of the bad guys physically or in the spirit world. So he's used by a lot of people who do house clearings and spirit releasement, even shamans. Okay. And but when I asked him, I'm like, why are you with me? He also reminded me not just about my past lives, but he also reminded me that that's the work that I do. I help people release lower energies because I'm a healer. And he also reminded me of several times in my life when